Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Roman once again of Pro Sports Analysis with my top 32 quarterbacks in the NFL. Number 25, Christian Ponder, quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. Now, Christian Ponder's been in the league for 2 years now. He's coming into his third season this season, the 2013 season. He's only 25 years old, so he's still young. Hasn't really, gotten into his prime yet, I don't believe. Fresh, right out of Florida State. He was great in Florida State, comes to the NFL. Now, last season he threw 18 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 2,900 yards, 2,900 yards, and had an 81.2 passer rating, and was sacked 32 times, which is completely unnecessary. Now, the offensive line immediately, I'm just going to get right into it immediately. The offensive line has to step up. They cannot have Christian Ponder on the ground, and Adrian Peterson cannot carry the workload of Minnesota. It just won't happen. It won't work out. Christian Ponder, though, at the beginning of the season, he was great. I mean, they were looking like one of the best teams. I believe they were, 3-0, 4-0 before they got their first loss. And Christian Ponder was looking like a top 10 quarterback right out of the gate at the beginning of the season. And then, he started slacking off a little bit. I believe he went out with an injury for a game or two. I don't really remember. And then Adrian Peterson just carried the workload and brought that team to the playoffs with, 2,100 yards, 2,100 yards. And then they didn't really have a receiving core at all. They had Jerome Simpson and Percy Harvin, who went out with injury early. And we also, I believe that's right around where Christian Ponder started slacking off. Once Percy Harvin went out with injury, then Christian Ponder started slacking off, and that became a big deal there. Although the emergence of Kyle Rudolph was great, which really helped out the red zone offense. Kyle Rudolph is a pretty good tight end. He's up and coming, maybe one of the top 10, top 15 tight ends in the NFL. Christian Ponder has to step up. He has to become a throwing quarterback, or he'll just get injured like an RG3. And you don't want that. Running quarterbacks don't last in the NFL. They just won't last. I'll save it for another video, but running quarterbacks just won't last in the NFL. You'll get injured too easy. Unless you're a smarter running quarterback like Russell Wilson or Colin Kaepernick. They're a little bit smarter with the ball when running, but you have to become smarter. You have to make better decisions down the field. Although you did start off well, your touchdown to interception ratio is too close. You got to expand it a little more, maybe 25 touchdowns to 12 interceptions, or 25 to 10, 25 to 11. Somewhere right around there. I mean, that's fine. But it's not great, but it's okay as long as your team's getting into the playoffs. But this offense made a big step in free agency this year. The Greg Jennings from their rival, the Green Bay Packers, who was their number one receiver over there, he's going to come over to Minnesota now and be the number one receiver here. Their number two receiver, Jerome Simpson, who might be replaced by their second draft pick in the first round, Cordarrelle Patterson, who I believe they grabbed with the 25th pick in the 2013 draft. It was right out of Tennessee. So I believe Cordarrelle Patterson will take over as the number two receiver. So here's my look on how receiving is going on in Minnesota. Greg Jennings, number one, no doubt about that. Cordarrelle Patterson, number two. Jerome Simpson, who's a under-average receiver at number three. Kyle Rudolph as their tight end, who's top 10, top 15 tight end. And then Adrian Peterson, who is probably the best running back in the NFL at this point. No doubt about that. I mean, the guy can probably get 3,000 yards if he wanted, But that's just what's wrong with the offense. It wasn't balanced enough. Leslie Frazier didn't balance the offense out enough. It was too much of run. Although Adrian Peterson was clearly dominating while running. You need to balance out the offense to have a successful offense. If you don't balance out the offense, your opposing defense will immediately guess run, get Adrian Peterson in the backfield, and just tear it up. And Christian Ponder will just be left like, we should throw, but my arm really just isn't doing it right now, and that's what has to happen. Christian Ponder's arm has to step up. In a league now, this is a passing league. Unless, Adrian Peterson, Arian Foster, and LaShawn McCoy change it back to a running league or a more balanced league, it is a passing league. You look at Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Cam Newton, they still pass, and they have strong arms. Colin Kaepernick, strong arm. Andrew Luck, strong arm. RG3, the list goes on and on and on. Christian Ponder's arm is under average, just like a Brandon Weeden. He's in my other video. I talked about Brandon Weeden then, but Christian Ponder's arm has to step up. It has to. Yeah, hopefully he got better, stronger during training camp. I really haven't heard too much about him. I've been keeping up with training camp every day as much as possible. There really aren't any injuries to the team. The defense is already good enough as it is. But That's mainly it. Christian Ponder's vision and decision making has to step up. He has to, run the 2 minute drill a little bit better instead of having, relying on Adrian Peterson to run 12 yards every down, which won't happen. So he really has to step up. Maybe he won't be forced to throw the ball into, coverage immediately as if the offensive line isn't stepping up, and the offensive line just has to do a better job of protecting Minnesota Christian Ponder, because it's just brutal. 32 sacks, it's not like 40 plus for Aaron Rodgers, although Aaron Rodgers, still makes better decisions in throwing the ball, has better, vision down the field. But Christian Ponder, his arm has to step up immediately. Like I said, the offensive line has to step up to protect him, because if you can't protect the quarterback, he's going to get injured. And that's one of the reasons why the Vikings lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Packers. Joe Webb came in. I'm not taking anything away from Joe Webb, but Joe Webb just wasn't cutting it out for him. They also moved Joe Webb to a receiver / tight end, which I really like. Joe Webb's a bigger guy. He's not really a quarterback. He's pretty fast, so hopefully he can do well at the receiving core. Maybe see Christian Ponder to Joe Webb for a 75-yard touchdown. Who knows? But, that's one of the reasons why they lost in the divisional round to the Packers, because the first 2 times Adrian Peterson rushed for 200-plus yards against the Packers twice in the regular season, which is a great feat. A great feat. And then the Packers finally figured it out. They're just going to give Adrian Peterson the ball. He didn't even rush for 200 yards. I don't even think he ran for 120 yards. I don't even remember, but that's the thing. You have to balance out your offense, otherwise your quarterback's going to get torn up. Your run game will get depleted because defenses will be figuring it out pregame, looking at film. And, it just can't happen like that. You have to balance out the offense. Leslie Frazier, I hope you balance out the offense. The Vikings team has a pretty good receiving core. Greg Jennings, Cordero Patterson, Jerome Simpson. Showed some great signs. Kyle Rudolph, top 10 tight end, top 15 tight end. It just has to step up. The offensive line has to be better. Christian Ponder has to improve his arm strength, and they have to balance out the offense more to make this Minnesota Vikings team maybe an NFC championship team like they were in the Brett Favre era. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It takes a lot of time and effort. Drop me a like if you liked the video. If you like the Vikings, go ahead and like the video. The Vikings are a great team, competing in the NFC North with the Packers, no doubt about that. Tell me what you think. Is Christian Ponder, is he too high, too low on this list? Adrian Peterson, best running back in the NFL? Tell me down in the comments below. I want to hear your guys' opinion. Give me some feedback. Am I doing a good job? Do you like the list? Do you hate the list? I just want to hear you guys. I want to know if you guys are enjoying it. I don't want to keep producing content if you guys aren't enjoying it. So drop me a like, drop me a favorite. Tell me what's going on. I'm not forcing you. It only takes a second, though. Just saying. Share the video. Let people know. This is my opinion on top 32 quarterbacks. Share it. This is my opinion on Christian Ponder and the Vikings. I just hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Roman of Pro Sports Analysis. Have a great day.